What it do, people? Glad to welcome y'all to another episode of Know That Sport Thursday Night Football Edition, man. Y'all know what the P doing. It's your boy Moore Drive. Know I represent Know That Sport to the fully. Finna jump out week 11 in the NFL. Nah, for real. NFC East matchup. Two teams fighting for the lead in the NFC East. The Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles coming off a dominant win against the Dallas Cowboys. Matter of fact, they started down. That's how dominant it was. They started down. And the Washington Commanders coming off a heartbreaking loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. A half an inch short. We're probably taking the lead. They lost 28-21, I believe. 28-27, I believe. This should be a good damn matchup. Nah, for real. A damn good matchup. Two teams that know each other very well. Two teams that don't like each other a lot. With that being said, I got to go with the Philadelphia Eagles on this game. And the main reason why, two reasons. One reason, because it's a tough game that the Washington Commanders had last week against Pittsburgh. That was a real tough game. That was a real tough game for them, physical game. Eagles, so-called walk in the park against the Dallas Cowboys. Beat the Cowboys so bad, they said they started now. Short week, that makes a difference. I'm saying they playing in Philadelphia. Washington got to travel to Philadelphia. Like I said, Philadelphia had a versus easy game. Get the Dallas Cowboys. Washington Commander had a tough one against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Short week in Philadelphia. I got to take Philadelphia in this game straight up. The Philadelphia Eagles are the favorite in this game. They're giving the Washington Commanders 3.5 points. With that being said, 3.5 points. Short week. Washington defense pretty solid. Eagle defense suspect to a certain extent. I say the Eagles don't cover the 3.5. I think that 0.5 will hurt them. It might beat them by 3. Field goal or something. But I say the Eagles don't cover the 3.5. The Eagles do not cover the 3.5 that they're giving the Commanders. It's going to be a close-knit game, division game. Real close-knit. Real close-knit. So I say the Eagles don't cover. I said the Eagles do not cover, period. Eagles don't cover the 3.5 point. Don't cover the point spread. Don't cover the 3.5 point. I said they do not beat the Washington Commanders by 4 points, period. Be a real close-knit game. Nah, for real. I take the 3.5 points with the Commanders. Over and under 48.5. Man, I'm gonna say other team got to score 24 points. I'm gonna say under. I'm gonna say this is a close-knit game, man. Nah, for real. I'm gonna say it's a close-knit game. So I can see 24-20. 21-21. Something like that. 21-24. I say under the 48.5, short week. A lot of running going on. Both tailbacks should play good. Eckner, and Saquon Barkley should have good. So I say under the 48.5, under. And I said the Eagles do not cover the 3.5 that they're giving to the Commanders. The Eagles don't cover that. They're too many points. This is a rival game, divisional rival game. Can't see you winning them. Hey man, say man. Next man, y'all know what the P doing. Next on the bet, y'all know what I do each week is week 11 in the NFL. So you know I got a power ranking. My top 10 teams through week 11 in the NFL. Now for real. My top 10 teams right now in the NFL versus my top 3 are the same. Yeah, versus my top 3 are the same. My top 4 are the same, really. But we'll start off with, first off, the Kansas City Chiefs at my number 1. They're undefeated. Even though they got away to get the the Denver Broncos with a block field goal at the end of the game. They would have won the game for Denver Broncos. Kansas City undefeated, so I got to keep them at number 1 until they lose. And when they lose, if they lose, they'll get out the number 1 spot. Unless the team that's the number 2 team, unless the number 2 team lose too. That's the Detroit Lions. They got Detroit Lions at number 2. The same as that they was at week 10. They got Kansas City and Detroit 1 and 2. The only reason why the Chiefs are in front of Detroit because they're undefeated. But right now, Detroit is like the best team. I can't say at least in the NFC. They're the best team in the NFC. They came back with a crucial win against the Houston Texans in the fourth quarter, down 23-10, come back and win that game. That's impressive. So that's why I got the Detroit Lions still at number 2, same way they were last week in week 10. Number 3, the same team that was at number 3 last week in week 10, Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore still shaking the beat, still staying down, still hard to beat. We got a big game that we get Pittsburgh Steelers though. Another team that's in my top 10. A real, matter of fact, real tough game, division rival game. Number 4, the same team that was at number 4 last week, Buffalo Bills. They still shaking it, still looking good. Josh Allen and the boys. They got a couple injuries right now with the wide receiver Coleman, and I think Mario Cooper wrist, but he may be back this week. I don't know. But Buffalo has a big game this week against the Kansas City Chiefs, a real big game. But right now, they're still at the number 4 spot. At the number 5, a team that was at number 6 last week is number 5 now. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. They cracked my top 5 team. Pittsburgh ain't bullshit. Pittsburgh done won by I think like 4 straight. They remind me of the old Seattle Seahawks, Legion of Boom. Only thing about it, the secondary probably ain't as good as the Legion of Boom secondary was, but it ain't no joke. Pittsburgh secondary ain't no joke. So I got Pittsburgh at my number 5. Moving up a spot from number 6. They were number 6 last week. They moving up number 5. The team that they moved in front of is the team they beat last week in week 10. The Washington Commanders. I moved them down 1 spot to the 6th. They were Pittsburgh. Commanders and Pittsburgh just traded places really because how tight their game was. 1-point victory from the Steelers. And with a big stop at the end. Like I said, half an inch away from a 3rd down on 4th down. They would have put Washington in field goal range, so I just switched them and the Steelers. Washington go from 5 to 6. Steelers go from 6 to 5. At number 7, the same team that was number 7 last week is the Philadelphia Eagles. dominant win against the Cowboys, but it wasn't really that impressive to me. The reason why, because the Cowboys were playing with a quarterback, Cooper Rush. Cowboys suspect as hell anyway this year for real. With that being said, I wasn't that impressed with Philadelphia. They haven't been that exposed to, so I leave them at the number 7. It'll tell a lot about Philadelphia this week, playing against the Commanders. The team that's right in front of them right now, it's 6 and the Eagles at 7. At 8, a team that's jumped up 2 spots from last week. Last week they were at 10. I moved them up to the 8. Reason why I moved them up because they're playing good ball. They done won 4 of the last 5 or something like that. They're in the lead of the NFC West. That's Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray ain't no hope. Kyler Murray ain't bullshit. Kyler Murray back. You gonna have to goddamn stop that run game or Arizona Cardinals to beat them. What I mean by stopping that run game, you gotta get there contain Kyler Murray, and you gotta let Connor. You can't let Connor get nothing. He can't run the ball, make them really one-dimensional with make Kyler Murray have to beat you with his arms under the leg. That's the only you're gonna beat Arizona. But Arizona looking real good right now. I like how they looking. They're my number 18. Like I said, moved up 2 spots from last week. And my number 19, moving down the spot, the Atlanta Falcons. Reason why I moved them down the spot and I didn't take them out my top 10, because they're leading the NFC West. I mean the NFC East. NFC South, I'm sorry. The Atlanta Falcons leading the NFC South. And it's crucial games coming up, these next crucial games coming up between Falcons and the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay on the bye week. These next 2-3 weeks gonna tell what's going on with the Falcons. Can they hold off and win that division? But for right now, I got them at number 19. Like I said, drop it down the spot. And a newcomer that's on the list, I think that their first time making the list all year, the LA Chargers. Jim Harbaugh got them folks shaking the pee. Nah, for real. Jim Harbaugh got them folks out there shaking the goddamn pee. The Chargers looking pretty good. They 6-3, 6-4 or something like that, I believe. I think they're 6-3. They got a solid game coming up against Cincinnati. A game against Cincinnati that should be real interesting. I think it's a Sunday night game. It should be real interesting. The Chargers playing defense, and they running the football. And Justin Herbert ain't got to do too much. He ain't got to do too much. And that means a whole lot for them. Take a lot of pressure off on them. So I got I got Chargers at my 10th spot. Knocking out the Houston Texans. Reason why I knocked the Houston Texans out my 10th spot, because the way they lost to Detroit, they supposed to won that game against Detroit. They had Detroit in the blicker. They had Detroit come all back and win. Chargers playing better ball than them right now, so they're knocked off. They're not Houston not my top 10. They play the Dallas Cowboys in their week. Beating them may not get them back in my top 10 unless somebody in that top 10 go out bad. It ain't got no business going out bad. But right now, Houston Texas, they ain't not in my top 10. Them or Minnesota. And Minnesota just came off a 9 win. I forgot who Minnesota just beat. Oh, they had a bye week one. I can't remember, but Minnesota, I knocked them out my top 10. I think the Chargers and Arizona playing better than Minnesota right now. So I'll go around the top 10 one more time before I get y'all folks up out of here. Nah, for real. At 1, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. At 2, I got the Detroit Lions. At 3, I got the Baltimore Ravens. At 4, I got the Buffalo Bills. At 5, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. At 6, I got the Washington Commanders. At 7, I got the Philadelphia Eagles. At 8, I got the Arizona Cardinals. At 9, I got the Atlanta Falcons. And at 10, I got the LA Superchargers. Hey, man, man. It's your boy Moore Drive. Appreciate everybody for listening. Everybody that stopped by. However, through podcast or through YouTube. I appreciate y'all. I fuck with folks who fuck with me. Know That Sport Thursday Night Football Edition. It's a wrap. Burn the episode to be out of Know That Sports podcast, NFL Week 11 picks. We'll be out Friday, 12 midnight on our podcast platforms and YouTube, the same way you viewed this one. Know that game, excuse me, game, point spread, over and under, all that going on. Friday, 12 midnight on our podcast platform and YouTube, man. I fuck with folks who fuck with me. I appreciate y'all. Same bat time, same bat channel. Nah, for real. Know that if you don't know nothing else. Shaking it.